Alright, what's up, YouTube? Targeted individual here. So lately, I've been noticing. Well, just today, it's been a couple things I've noticed about my phone doing these wild ass electronic stuff. So today, I got ready to upload a video, and the video is like 14 minutes, and it's from another game stalking channel. But anyhow, I'm trying to upload the video. And then what I noticed was once the video was finished, there were two videos. So these are signs of electronic harassment. So what they're doing is whenever I upload a video or when I make a video, they get a copy of the video. So most of the time, like if I'm doing this video, they got the video. So they putting these videos on Facebook and other social media platforms, and then they talking about it through the synthetic telepathy as if it fucking matters. If any, they like to say, well, everybody's watching it, everybody's talking. These are ways to get you to be quiet or to try to make you feel shameful. When if you wanted the information out, you put it out. Okay, so I want my information out. I want people to know my story and every other Ti story. Okay, so it's not. I wouldn't put it on the internet if I didn't want people to know about it. This is my goal. So I want everybody to know what's happening to other people just like me, and not just me. This is not about me and my situation. Okay, this is about what future people who come up in this world are gonna have to deal with, dealing with these worthless assholes. Okay, they're not gonna be honest about anything. Okay, and even still, if they were trying to point out something about your characteristics, then fine. But there's a way to do that. This is just nonstop, complete torture. Okay, I've had the V2K to actually be turned off before. This was in the first time I ever heard V2K was like in 2004, 2003, and they cut it off. I didn't know what it was then, and when it happened, if they would have kept it on, I would have lost my mind to the point to where, uh, because I was hearing my brother's voice, and I was thinking that he was in the sky type stuff, and I was thinking like maybe he had died or something. So that's why I believe they turned it off, because they couldn't have me feeling sympathy for my attacker. You know what I'm saying? So they turned that off, and they eased it back around ever so often, uh, after they completed different setup tactics. So setup tactics is when they set you up to do a criminal act, as they would say, or whatever act. They got it now where they using the Bible with it, and they basically calling it sins and all this. But if you know anything about this, you can find all type of deception in it, all type of lies. That ain't from God. I'm sorry. So if you one of these people who think that what you doing is you doing a good deed for God, it's too much. It's too much chaos involved in it. You see what I'm saying? And this is exactly the way they coming. Chaos out of order. This is how they coming. So through remote neural monitoring, they can cause you to commit some type of a chaos. So we're gonna call it chaos, right? And then their solution is gang stalking you. Okay? But the thing of it is, they don't stop. They don't stop. And they try to say, well, uh, uh, it's like you did something so bad, squash all that. Anything that was done when it comes to anything that you do, you have to think about it, right? So if there's someone putting a thought in your mind, this means that that person intended for you to be that way. So if they wanted you to be a child molester, if they wanted you to be some type of a homo, or somebody that murdered somebody, or like a drug dealer, whatever it is, and they accuse you of it. Okay, so you just heard that. That was just a car just drove by. I got the door open, so they just drove by and blowed the horn while I'm doing the video. Sped off real fast. But anyway, that's like, it probably was nothing, but just to point it out. But anyhow, uh, this is how they do, and this is ongoing. This has been going on forever and forever and forever. Okay, so basically, they pick somebody out, you know, because this has been done to other people in my family. I know this. Okay, I know this for a fact. I could tell the way their behavior were versus now. So they flipped, which I've talked about this before, and I don't want to continue to keep talking about it. But they like to. Okay, some guy was walking down the road, so. And now they don't turn the front of my house into their little hangout where they drunks just sit out here throwing bottles and shit in the yard. But see, if I go out there and I say something to them, I'm crazy. But this is what they doing. I got a whole gang of kids in my house. I don't need your old ass sitting in front of my fucking house. You see what I'm saying? But this is the stuff they do. So, just so y'all can see it, I'm going to show you. So, you see this guy, okay? Now, that type of mess, it really don't bother me. It's when they start leaving they old ass socks and shit sitting there, you know, canned good items and personal hygiene items, just throwing them over the little thing he was sitting on out in front of my yard. So I have to get out there and clean that up. All right. So there's a little bit of evidence, even though people gonna say, "Oh, they ain't doing anything." It seems that way. You know what I mean? It seems that way. But this is what they do. You see? Uh Anyhow, where was I going with that? It made me forget. Oh yeah, with the videos. But I got two videos on my phone, right? And yesterday I started receiving text messages of some little baby, and it's a little white kid, right? And see, these are the tactics they use to push those thoughts in your head. So when you get that that image, right, of something, it's a trigger to you. Okay, it's a trigger to, because when you see that, you're gonna be like, what the, why somebody just send me this? Okay, this is on top of them already putting vulgar thoughts in your head. These are not your thoughts, so you shouldn't be ashamed to say what they put in your head. But anyhow, they will put thoughts in my head about the child. They just sent me the picture of the child, right, and throw the thoughts in there. And then what it does is it creates whoever the parents is, or the family members of that child, or even elderly. This how low down they do elderly. Like, I got pictures of some old people, some old lady in my phone. Okay, don't know them whatsoever, but it comes to my phone, all right? And these are like gaslighting things, to try to make it as if, uh, it's almost like they trying to set you up for to get you angry, or to get you into another. Excuse me. They try to get you into another, like, like an altercation or something. I don't know what that is. I can't get it out. Okay. Try to get you into more mess. So if this was to build you and to, maybe it's correction. Let's say that. Let's say it's correction for something that you did. See, we're not gonna say they did anything. Let's say you did it. Okay. All right. So you did it and you need correction, right? That's not this. You see, because they don't stop. All right. So I can see if you was a murderer, or let's say for instance you are a child molester or something like that, or some gay or something, something like that, right? So you mean tell me a correction person who goes to jail and get correction for what they do, right? When they get out of jail, there's say they was a murder, they get out of jail. They employ these kind of people. So they correcting on top of correction, right? So they employ these type of people. They give them food, give them all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? And they make it like like they're doing such a great deed for the world. When actually the same people they employ will carry out crimes against the target, whether it be a sexual act or doing no touch torture to them. Okay, all of this is total brainwash. You see what I'm saying? Bull crap. Uh, but anyhow, just to show you guys a little bit about the electronic harassment. All right, so this is a phone. This phone is from. This is my old phone when I was trying to figure out how to hack. I was trying to figure out how to hack my phone. Okay. So I wanted to become a hacker to figure out how they were hacking me, right? So these are some text messages that I used to receive, and these messages come from 2018, 2 years ago, and here I am, still receiving those type of messages on the phone that I got in my hand. This is a whole nother phone, all right? So I'm gonna show you guys. Let's see. Okay, this number right here. Okay, so I used to work at a place called Wrigley's. All right. So what happened was this is gaslighting me. Man, you guys can't even. Oh, okay. Okay, so if you look at it, it says somebody died at the Wrigley's place or whatever. Wait a minute. Hold on 1 second. Just hold on 1 second. So this is electronic harassment and gaslighting. All right, so man, okay, here we go. So it says somebody who died at Wrigley's. And if you look, you can see it say Wiggly. It don't even say Wrigley. That's how stupid these motherfuckers is. They can't even. Okay. But it says that. It says that, right? And I'm like, what? So I'm like, dang, I'm not even in that city no more. So why is somebody talking to me? I don't have any contact with nobody from there. That's a place that I got a lot of my workplace mobbing at. All right, so uh, there's no way I would want to hear anything about anybody from there, just to be honest. But anyhow, okay, and this one is another one by somebody named Tabitha. Okay, so the person named Tabitha is in my phone numerous of times from text messages. 2018 now. Okay. Let me see, man. Dang, I wish I could. I wish I could send these doggone pictures to. But this stuff is from 2018, y'all. Okay, and they still doing it today. Still doing the same stuff today. So how is it that this is for the better? You know what I mean? Like 2 years ago, like when is my sentence over? Then I look up on here, you got targets who's been targeted for 20 years, 30 years, they whole life. And that's what I believe this is. This is my whole life. Like I've been targeted my whole life because they actually have people from elementary school in my hometown who were targeting me before I moved from my hometown. So elementary school people, right? Elementary school. I mean, literally elementary. No lie. Like I try to, be as up to date and current with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? But this was somebody. These were people from my elementary, from a project complex that I grew up in that were gang stalking me. So they went and got these damn. I mean, they went and got the dumbest niggas out the projects too. The dumbest. Okay, I mean, and you if you only knew how like with the V2K, they like to say stupid and all this stuff, and I'm like, none of these people didn't even graduate school. They was dumb as shit. Used to try to cheat off my damn classwork. I was a star roll student in school. So how the hell you gonna tell me I'm dumb? I don't get it. But anyhow, these are the type of people they employ. Okay, so this is how you know these are Satan's children that the Bible describes. This shit been going on since elementary school. So you were born, and the Bible tells you about how there's going to be destruction for them and their children. You know why? Because they carry the stuff on to their children. So when their children are born, they raise their kids to become gang stalkers. No lie. They literally do this. Okay? So I came to the conclusion that I know now that I have been gang stalked as early as birth. Okay? Because some of the people that were doing it, even your siblings, you know what I'm saying? Like with your siblings been around you your whole life. And then they turn. Okay? Those are your siblings that come out of the same person. All right?